Oh, hell yeah, brother. South rise again. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, today I'm putting a catch can on my buddy Brandon's F150 3.5 Ecoboost. It's either like a 2015 or a 2016. I can't remember the year off the top of my head. But he just bought the truck. He's coming from diesel, and basically what he wants is he wants something that's reliable. And he started asking me, he's like, you know, what can I do to make this thing more reliable, make it last, because it's a truck, you know, pretty expensive truck, and he plans on keeping it for a long time, and he wants it to take care of him. You know, he uses it for work and stuff like that, and you know, he really cares about taking care of the truck and making sure the truck's in good shape. He bought the truck off of a private seller, and he got a smoking deal on this thing. I think he paid like 26.5 or 27 grand or something like that for it, and it's got cat skins. It's an XLT with 302A package, so it's got the nice sync, radio, and all that stuff. It's got the center console. It's a really nice truck. He got a really good deal. I'm kind of jealous of the deal he got because I paid a lot for mine, like ridiculous amount. So here's the catch can that he got. It's actually a really nice setup. It's a single can, which some people don't like. I think it's a good idea. I think the two cans is kind of overkill for this. You know, because you got the pressure in the motor. But basically, what you got here is it comes with these lines. It's got nice AN fittings on the top, mounts right here to the truck, and on the other side it has the like OEM fittings already on the hose. So that's nice, because some of the kits you have to cut the hose and cut the factory one and kind of you know, put it together with a hose clamp or something. But this is a nice, really clean setup. A lot of people looking at this would think that this is a factory, you know, catch can. But it's nice. It's got a little thing here so you can check the level, kind of like a dipstick. And then at the bottom, it's kind of hard to see from up here, but there's a valve on it, and the hose goes down to the bottom so he can drain it. He should probably change it, you know, every time he changes his oil or so. It should be fine. See, you know, what kind of blow by, what kind of oil's getting in there. But if you have a 2.7 or a 3.5 EcoBoost, I mean, heck, even you guys with the 5.0 Coyote, and if you don't have a catch can, I highly recommend putting a catch can on there, because it's going to increase the longevity of your of your motor, and it's going to keep your intake a lot cleaner. Because basically what happens is, in these, you know, turbo application motors, there's a lot of pressure in the motor, you know, with the turbos building boost and everything like that, and there's, you know, a lot of boost in there. And what happens is, normally there's a hose that goes from the valve cover to the intake manifold, and basically what that valve does is it's you know, when the motor has high pressure, it's just going to dump that oil straight from the valve cover into the intake manifold, right? Which that's not good, because in the intake manifold, basically you're pushing oil into the intake manifold, and it's going to build up carbon deposits, and it's going to get all gunky and nasty in the intake manifold. So what the catch can does is it diverts the oil blow by that comes out of the valve cover, and it's going to go and it's going to be caught in this catch can. And this also goes back to the intake, so that it, you know, the vacuum pressures and the boost and all that stuff is all the same. So basically what I'm doing in addition is I'm installing this. It's actually a chair tip from Lowe's. I'll give you a link down in the description to this. I took this one off my truck just because I thought I had some extra here at the house, but I don't, so I'll just get some for mine later at Lowe's. But basically what you do is you take this chair tip, and there's a hose that hooks to the bottom of this intake. It's you know, pretty easy to take off. You just take that hose off of right here, and then you take it off of the bottom, and I'll show you that when I crawl up under there. You basically just take this chair tip, attach it onto here, onto the intake, and tighten the hose clamp. All right, and that's pretty much it. I'll tighten the hose clamp later, but I'll show you guys on the bottom where it unhooks from. So right here, this is kind of like they call it a diverter valve, but you know, diverter valve, blow-off valve, basically the same thing. When there's extra pressure, like when you let off the gas and there's extra pressure from the turbos in the, you know, intake system, basically what this does is it relieves the pressure and it blows the air out of here. Normally from the factory, what it does is it recirculates this air from the blow-off valve or the diverter valve back to the intake. But what this is going to do now is, you know, when you remove this hose, it's just going to vent this to the atmosphere. Okay, not going to really have any issues. You know, some vehicles have issues when you change from a diverter valve to a blow-off valve, because of where they get, I think it's like the air reading or something like that. You know, like on my Evo, I had to do a speed density setup so it worked well, because it, you know, gets some reading from the mass airflow sensor. But this one uses like the map sensor instead of the mass airflow sensor for some specific readings. So that's why you're okay with doing the blow-off valve, you know, making the diverter valve a blow-off valve. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw this air box back on, tighten that hose clamp, and kind of wipe this down before I put the cover back on, just because it's a little dirty in here. Although, you know, it really wouldn't hurt anything. But I'm just going to kind of wipe it down, so whenever he comes back over to pick up the truck, it's all in good shape, and we'll go for a little ride and kind of see if he notices the blow-off valve mod that I did to the truck. Hey guys, something else I decided to do while I'm in here messing with the intake. So this is how the intake goes on here. What I did was I removed the turbo silencers. So this is the one that goes right here, and then there's another one right here. Looks exactly the same, just like this. And what I did was just go ahead and remove these. You're gonna see how he likes it with the sound of the turbo silencers removed, as well as the blow-off valve, and see if he notices. Like I said, it's his truck. You know, if he wants me to put it back to stock, I will definitely put it back to stock, no problem. I just kind of want to see how he likes it, because he's coming from a diesel, and you know, get a good sound out of this thing, get the turbos making some noise. I don't know why they have those velocity things, and basically what it does is it makes the turbos quieter, because there's a lot of people that want a very quiet truck. But I think if, you know, most people, you know, that are enthusiasts, they're going to want their truck to sound a little bit better, hear the turbos on it. The V6, I mean, it doesn't sound that great, but when you get the turbo noise coming out of there, the EcoBoost definitely sounds like an awesome motor. So give you guys a little overview of his truck. Like I said, it's a really great deal that I think he got. It's an XLT. It's got the Lariat grill on there, which I really like. I'm not a big fan of chrome, but I think it looks good with the chrome bumper on there. He's got the Anzos on here, and they've got the Mirimoto HID kit. Got some fuel. I think these are like Mavericks. They look like they're maybe 10-inch wide, maybe, I don't know, 10-inch, 9-inch, I don't know. But got them on some Canatide, I don't know. He said he didn't really like the tires. He said the tires were really loud, but they look good. We'll probably end up replacing them with a better tire whenever these things wear out. I like this truck. It's a really good color. So the only other color that I really considered was the ruby red, but I ended up with the race red on mine, which I love. It's nice. It's got the keypad, which I really enjoy on mine. Got the cat skin leather seats. With a truck like this, I really don't know why anybody would waste their money buying a Lariat, because you can basically make this truck just like a Lariat. It's got the nice, you know, back window. It's got this Ford OEM tonneau cover. Really low profile, looks really good. Really nice tonneau cover. I have the backflip G2 on mine, but this thing looks like almost identical. It's probably like the same exact setup. Sits really low, sits really nice. But this truck's really nice. It's got the 3.5 EcoBoost. Really nice clean setup. As I said, like, I don't know why anybody would buy a Lariat when they could just buy an XLT, add some seats, and you know, have it just like the Lariat. You know, the only thing that it doesn't have that the Lariat I think has is the cooled seats, but this one has the heated seats and all that. Nice WeatherTech, black carpet, got the nice center console, the sync radio. Like, this is a really nice truck. You really get a lot for your money with these Fords. All right, so we got it all started up. Just gonna kind of rev it up a little bit and see how it sounds. He'll be back over at the house soon, and we'll take him for a ride. With a nice sync radio. Oh, hell yeah, brother. South Rise again. Alright. This sounds pretty good. This is a nice truck. Alright. Oh yeah, you can be on YouTube, man.
Oh no, you put the seat back.
Just pull the handle.
Pull that little handle, buddy.
I like the radio. It doesn't let me do that on mine.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it just has whatever background it comes with. It's kind of stupid. I don't know. Yours is 2015, right? The 2015s have Sync 2. This has Sync 3, which you think it'd be better, but it's not really. The only thing that's nice is the Apple CarPlay. You could like plug your iPhone in, and it's got the apps on there or whatever. But everything else is like kind of pretty much the same. Oh yeah, I'm gonna edit it though. I edit, stuff out of so whatever. But yeah, put the catch can on there, and then did some other stuff that like doesn't cost anything, but it'll be a little bit different. And we'll see if you like it. If you like it, you can keep it. If not, it'll take me 5 minutes to change it back to how it was. This thing is nice though. I mean, you got a deal on this. I'm jealous. You'll see. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy, man.
Put a tune on it, didn't you?
No, I didn't put a tune. It's not gonna do anything with your warranty or any stuff like that.
Dude, I ain't even got no warranty.
Oh, I just ran out of mine the other day, so.
Don't never scream it like that again, Brandon.
We'll see if you notice a difference or not. You gotta kind of get on it and then like let off.
It has horsepower?
Just like hit the gas a little bit and then let off, and you hear the blow off valve.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah. Basically what I did was there's a tube for the blow off valve, and it recirculates to the intake, and it doesn't really need to recirculate there. So basically just capped it off capped off the intake side, and then the blow off valve just blows to atmosphere.
You capped yours off?
Yep. Yeah. Same thing done on mine.
And it don't hurt.
Nope. No, I've run it literally the week I bought my truck. I did mine, and there's a bunch of people online. They all do it. Basically, so there's two different ways that the trucks sense the how much air they're getting. You got the mass airflow and the map sensor. And on the F150s, it uses the map sensor. I mean, it uses the mass airflow sensor for some stuff, but it uses the map sensor to know how much pressure it's getting. So basically, you can vent the blow-off valve to atmosphere and it doesn't have an issue. But on my Evo, if I vented it to atmosphere on the Evo, it runs into issues because it gets the pressure from the mass airflow.
Like 3 or 4